My fellow Americans, in life there's truth, and tragically there are lies. Lies conceived and spread for profit and power. We must be absolutely clear about what is true and what is a lie.
Over and over again, we see crises that are hurting hardworking families, and President Biden won't lift a finger to help those families.
I mean, Joe Biden's presidency has fallen and it cannot get up.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
The Bible tells us that we shall know the truth, and the truth shall make us free. We shall know the truth. Well, here is the God's truth.
You know, just look at what he promised when he was running for president. How many times did President Biden say, I will shut down the virus?
I'm not going to shut down the country, but I'm going to shut down the virus. I'm going to shut down the virus, not the country.
This was something that in the 2020 campaign, I remember Biden going around saying, blaming Trump for all of COVID. He said he would shut down the virus.
I'm going to shut down the virus.
Biden said he's the better candidate to get the virus under control.
What happened to 2 months ago when you were talking declaratively about I am going to shut down the virus?
I'm going to shut down the virus.
The promise he made is that the government would be able to, quote unquote, shut down the virus. It was a lie when he told it. He continues to maintain that lie, and he has boxed himself in. He cannot get out of this.
And today we're worse off than when he took the oath of office. And he walked in inheriting 3 different vaccines that President Trump's Operation Warp Speed created for him.
I'll put a plan in place to deal with this pandemic responsibly, bringing the country together around testing, tracing, masking. If we just wore masks, over the next few months, we could save 100,000 projected deaths, 100,000 lives.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And the fact is now more people have died under Biden's coronavirus watch than under Trump's. And remember, Biden campaigned on this as a candidate. He said anyone who is responsible for that many deaths should not remain president of the United States of America.
Anyone who's responsible for that many deaths should not remain as president of the United States of America.
This guy is either really stupid or he lies.
Look, there is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level.
This might have been a classic case of a Freudian slip where he admitted that there really is no federal solution, that he really has no plan to tackle COVID. And this comes after several tweets that have now been uncovered from not too long ago where he was going after Donald Trump at the start of the pandemic for not having a solution to COVID.
But at the end of the day, no one has politicized this virus more than President Joe Biden.
Researchers have shown that tens of thousands of Americans have died needlessly because Donald Trump was slow to respond to the crisis. And then when he did, he bungled the response. Donald Trump has waved the white flag, abandoned our families, and surrendered to this virus. Due to Donald Trump's lies and incompetence in the past 6 months, have seen one of the gravest losses of American life in history. Publicly, he told us that it was just like the flu. A particularly lousy kind of virus. It's like flu on steroids. It's a really bad kind of flu. Publicly, he told us that it was just like the flu. A particularly lousy kind of virus. It's like flu on steroids. It was all a lie.
Lie detector test has determined that's a lie.
There is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level.
I think it's fair to say President Biden has failed to shut down the virus as he promised. He's also seemingly squandered the trillions of dollars that were allocated for coronavirus relief.
The president has no plan. He hasn't laid out anything. There is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level. The way this president has responded to this crisis has been absolutely tragic. And so, folks, I will take care of this. I will end this. I will make sure we have a plan. There is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level.
I don't think Joe Biden knows what he's really saying in these speeches. Somebody else wrote it. He's handed the script on a teleprompter. He squints, he screams at the teleprompter when he makes his speeches. But I really don't think that Joe Biden is cognizant of what he's saying and the impact of it.
Biden can't lie his way out of this one. That's the reality.
It is politicization of this virus on the campaign trail. They dismissed the policies. They eschewed the policies they are now putting in place. They were always effective. And where's the consistency rather than outright politicization of COVID-19?
He had said he'd shut down the virus, and then he said it's really a state's responsibility. But you can't have it both ways. I mean, you can't say you're going to do it, not do it, then say, oh, well, it's really the state's responsibility, but then kneecap us from being able to respond in the way we want to respond.
No president in my lifetime, probably in American history, has fallen from grace so far, so fast as Joe Biden. He started out with 56% approval rating, 20 points above water on approval over disapproval. Today, he's 10 points underwater. That is a 30-point slide in 1 year. No other president has fallen that far, that fast.
I am your voice.